Hey developers, now in our previous episode we saw how to perform some basic arithmetic operations. Now in this episode let's see how to perform some advanced arithmetic operations. Now let's start by calculating the exponent of the number. But before that, let's understand what is the exponent. Exponent is nothing but the number is multiplied by itself number of times. So now let's understand with the help of an example. Now suppose we have 5 and we have the power 3, which means the base number will be multiplied itself by 3 times. Suppose 5, and to calculate the exponent we use double asterisk sign. For multiplication we use only single asterisk sign, while calculating the exponent we use double asterisk sign. So here you can see that we have 125, which is the exponent that we have calculated now. So let's understand the calculation. So we have 5 into 5 into 5. Here 5 into 5, which is 25, and 25 into 5, which gives us 125. So this is how we find the exponent of the number. Now with the help of the exponent operator we can also find the square root of a number. But before that, let's see how to calculate the square. Now suppose we want to calculate the square of a 4. We will multiply 4 by itself, 4, which gives us 16. Now let's calculate the square root of 16. To find the square root, here we will write 16 double asterisk sign, but this time we will write parenthesis 1 by 2 and close the parenthesis. So here you can see that we have 4, which is a root number of 16. Basically we got 16 by multiplying 4 itself. So here 4 is the root number. So this is how we find the root number. Now let's see how to find the remainder. When you divide any number and the answer that you get over here is not the remainder, it is the quotient. Now when you divide any number and the number is fully divisible by any other number, then the remainder will be 0. And if the number will not be fully divisible by any number, then now let's understand with the help of an example. Now suppose we have 20, which is fully divisible by 4. So here you can see that we have divided 20 with 4, which gives us 5, which is a quotient. It is not a remainder. So 5 is something that we got by multiplying 4 into 5, which is 25. So now suppose we have a number which is not fully divisible by 4. So here you can see that we have 5.25. So when you divide any number like this way, simple, you get a number in a decimal point. To obtain the remainder, we use modulus sign here. Now suppose we have 20 modulus 4. Here you can see that we have a remainder 0, which means we have divided 20 with 4, which is 4 into 5, which gives us 20, and the remainder is 0. So the quotient will be 5, and when we divide a number which is not divisible by any number, then it will gives us something remaining at the end. Now suppose we have 21 modulus 4. So here you can see that we have remainder as 1. So when we divide 21, we have 4 5s are 20. 20 will be minus from 21, and we have the remainder 1. So this is how we calculate remainder. Modulus is the sign which we use for many other purpose also. Now suppose we use modulus sign for finding the odd or even number. Now suppose we have a random number and we want to find this number is odd or even. Then we will type modulus sign divided by 2. So here you can see that we have remainder 1, which means this is an odd number. Now when we have even number, then the remainder will be 0. Now suppose we have a number which is a positive number and we use modulus sign and divided by 2. So here you can see that we have 0, which means 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, which is an even number. So this is how we find even or odd number as well as a remainder of any particular number.